Hi everyone, John Connolly, President of the Twin Cities North Chamber of Commerce, and this is Chamber Check-In, your source for virtual networking, great local solutions, and content. Hey, we're glad you joined us today on Chamber Check-In. A shout out to 9 North that does produce Chamber Check-In. We appreciate their partnership. And for all things chamber related and event related, go to twincitiesnorth.org. That's twincitiesnorth.org. And there you'll find all sorts of ways to connect with local businesses and events and guests like we have on Chamber Check-In here today. And now, speaking of guests, let's bring out the first of our 3 guests here, and that is Kay Okey from Spring Lake Park Tower Days. Kay, welcome to Chamber Check-In. First of all, for those that don't know about Tower Days, share with us a little bit about it.
Great, thank you for having us. Tower Days is our city celebration. It's an annual event, and basically it is celebrating the end of school and the start of summer. It is traditionally held the last week of school for the Spring Lake Park School District, and that will be June 6th through the 9th this year.
Okay, so those are the dates. Now, where will it be held again?
It's held at Lakeside Lions Park, which is on the border of both Spring Lake Park and Mounds View on 79th Avenue and Pleasant View Drive.
Excellent. And why is it, how did it get its name? Share with us that short story about how did Tower Days get its name?
Excellent question. So Tower Days has been around since 1970s. It was held for a couple of years just as a city celebration. And then in 1975, the water towers needed to be painted, and someone suggested painting them red, white, and blue in honor of 1776, which we would celebrate in 1976. And ever since then, the celebration has been called Tower Days.
So it's been around for a 50-year period now?
Correct. Yep.
Wow.
Like I said, it missed a couple of days, and then of course, unfortunately, with the pandemic,
Right.
excuse me, we had to shut down.
I get it. Yeah. So now, what makes Tower Days unique? In our area. Share with us that.
Well, it's generally a family celebration. And so we have the parade on Thursdays, which is a huge celebration. It starts at the high school, goes down Able Street. We get tons of people to come and watch that. Friday night, we have more family activities. For example, the puzzle contest that we're doing. And then Saturday and Sunday, Saturday is live music at the park, family events like fireworks. And then Sunday is the all-day celebration with live shows from the Lumberjacks, kids activities, pony rides, bungee jump, and again, live music, food trucks, and concession stands. It's a small city, small celebration, but well-attended and completely respected and honored within our city.
Wow, I mean, I love it. This is I've been to Tower Days once before, and everyone, it's a great celebration. You should go check it out. Speaking of checking out, how can people find more information about Tower Days, Kay?
Certainly. We have Facebook and on our website, which is slprec.org. That's the main source. You certainly can give the city hall a call and ask for information on that. But again, the main source would be our website, which has the parade route and all the daily events.
Absolutely. Now, hey, we have about 30 seconds left, Kay, in your segment of Chamber Check, and share with us your last thoughts that you'll want to tell everyone here.
Well, again, I've been doing this for over 10 years, and it's a great community event. We have just fantastic turnout. And again, the information is on our website, slprec.org.
Awesome. Hey, Kay Okey, that is with Spring Lake Park Tower Days, joined us here on Chamber Check-In. Thanks so much for sharing the good news about Tower Days, and we're looking forward to being out there celebrating at Spring Lake Park. And now, at any festival, everyone, there needs to be signage, and we have an expert here, Edrick Lopez from Signarama in Roseville. Edrick, welcome to Chamber Check-In. First of all, tell us a little bit about Signarama that folks need to know about.
Thank you and good morning, everybody. John, have you ever been lost with driving somewhere with your GPS? You're driving somewhere and your GPS just leads you nowhere. You pull up, nada, there's nothing there. You know what? Don't feel embarrassed. That happens to most of us. It's happened to myself. That's why signs are not just decoration, they're a lifesaver. We need signs. Good morning, I'm Edrick Lopez. I'm the owner of Signarama Twin Cities. We're a family-owned business keeping the Twin Cities from getting lost since 1994. You know what? We don't just build signs, we bring brands to life. We design them, we manufacture and install them. Think of us as your sign superheroes. At Signarama, we understand that every business is unique, so your sign should reflect your identity. From in-house design to handling city permitting, we manufacture all the way through installs, and our goal is to make your sign experience a breeze, just smooth sailing from concept to installation. And the best part, we make it all here in Roseville, Minnesota.
I like it. Your local solution, everyone, that emphasize local, and it's a full service production. What makes then, some of the things you do in the marketplace, Edrick, unique? There's a lot of sign companies out there, but what makes Signarama there, what you operate there in Roseville, unique?
That's a great question. What makes us unique is that, as I said before, everything is tailor made and customized. Your business is unique, so our solutions is unique. We don't have off-the-shelf products. We have a team that will work with our customers from ideation, concept, design. We don't manufacture anything that our customer hasn't visualized first until we install it. We pride ourselves on our customer service. We're part of the community and we work with the community. If somebody needs a sign, we don't just take it by phone. We go out there and we visit with our customers and understand the full spectrum of what needs to get done.
So folks, whether it's a garage sale you're promoting at your own individual residence, or if you're running a business and you need that branding help, Signarama, Edrick can help you out. Hey, there's a lot of technology that's being used in your industry. Share with us some of the trends that you're seeing, printing on special substrates, all those other things. Just a couple of nuggets there, Edrick.
Absolutely. Like everybody else, we need to keep pace with new tech and what society is craving, not just the technology. We're an evolving society, there's a lot of changes. But three trends I can share from 24 are digital signage. Digital signs are getting more and more popular. We're getting more requests for them. They may be very expensive at the beginning, but over a long period of time, they will actually save you money and they help the environment. The second trend that we're seeing is eco-friendly. Those old light guzzling tubes that are out there in those old signs? Well, we're doing a lot of retrofitting to LED lights, and we're starting to use a lot of recycled materials for signage. We want to keep signs flashy, but not at the expense of our planet. And the last one is nature's calling us. What does that mean? As we're more self-aware of our environment, we're getting a lot of requests for using natural materials so that we can connect better with what's around us. And we're seeing designs that are more in tune with the environment and that are nature related.
Interesting. Gosh, those are fascinating trends. Thanks so much for sharing those with me. A couple of unique ones, especially on the high-tech side there, Edrick. Hey, how do people find you? How do people get in touch with you?
To get in touch with us, very easy. We're a phone call or a click away. We can be reached at 651-649-0675, or you can go online to sarsigns.com, and our team is ready to help you, and all consultations are free.
Absolutely. Now, we have about 30 seconds left, Edrick, in Chamber Check-In, your segment. Share with us your last thoughts you'd like to tell everyone here.
Well, I think the last thought I want to share is something we run into consistently. When we get contacted by new customers, they think that a sign can appear in a snap. But creating a sign is like building a superhero suit. It takes time, it takes magic, it takes effort. And we custom make every sign right here in Roseville, as I said, and wanted to perfectly reflect each business. And that speaks to the customers from the sign only. So ditch the GPS frustration, let Signarama be your guide as you move forward in the sign world.
Edrick Lopez, thanks so much for joining us on Chamber Check-In. We appreciate you being on and sharing some of these trends and some of the resources that Signarama can provide local businesses and residents. And now, Edrick referenced signage for Tower Days, and now we're going to talk about heavy-duty signage because it's construction season, folks, and we, once a year, like to have Kent Barnard from MnDOT sharing an update here on some of the latest construction expected in our area. Welcome, Ken, again to Chamber Check-In. Hey, what's the latest you can share with everyone here on construction, especially in our area in Roseville, Shoreview area?
Well, I can definitely tell you there will be a lot of signage out there to get people around. We've already got some signs up with kind of a teaser for the upcoming construction, resurfacing, and other improvements. We're going to be starting about June 10th on Highway 36 between I-35W in Roseville and Edgerton Street in Little Canada. In addition to resurfacing, we're also going to be making some other repairs out there, and they will include repairing and replacing aging drainage out there. We're going to be installing some new traffic signs, guardrail reconstruction, and some ramps. One of the most important ramps, in my opinion, is going to be building a new dedicated auxiliary lane ramp from southbound 35W to eastbound Highway 36. And we're also going to be reconstructing northbound Cleveland Avenue to the eastbound Highway 36 ramp. If you've driven it, you know there's some merge issues there. Hopefully with the new ramp, people will have more room and more distance to improve the merging there. And in addition to that, we're also going to be upgrading sidewalks to meet ADA requirements, very important on every project we do out in the state of Minnesota. And we're going to be doing some concrete repair to the ramps between Highway 36 and Edgerton Street. We're not going to have all those ramps closed at the same time. We are aware there are some local activities going on, Little Canada Days and some things like that. And then just real quickly, we're going to be resurfacing ramps at a number of cross streets along Highway 36. Get a lot of complaints about Dale Street. That one's going to be taken care of. But we're also going to be finishing up work at Fairview Avenue. We did not finish during 2023 construction. Also Snelling Avenue, Hamlin Avenue, and as I said, Dale Street, Rice Street. And then we're going to be resurfacing southbound 35E to westbound Highway 36 and westbound Highway 36 to northbound I-35E.
God, sounds like a lot going on, Kent, in our area. So there will be some disruptions, right? And you had mentioned primarily on weekends when some of that resurfacing is taking place, right? So what can businesses expect, and how can they adapt, and how can they manage this during this summer?
Well, we are going to be having 6 weekend full closures in either direction, depending, 3 on westbound, 3 on eastbound. Make sure you let your customers know that that's happening. The other thing is we do have a meeting coming up on the 28th of May to meet with the businesses in the area to talk about some of the construction activities going on and some ideas on ways that they can get information out to their customers.
Yeah, that open house is one way, and it's going to be on, I believe, the 28th at Ramsey County Library there in Roseville. So that's one resource, everyone, that you can tap into. But there is another one on your website, right? So tell us about that.
Well, absolutely. We do send out project email updates on a regular basis. That's going to be a great way for people to stay up to date on what's going on. You can also follow us on Facebook. You should like us, even if you don't like us. And then we've been using Twitter, or X as they have rebranded it, quite a bit to send out the daily updates on projects. It allows us to get that word out very quickly to people. If you go to our website, it's www.mndot.gov. And then right toward the top, there is a link that takes you to current construction. Just go down to Highway 36. There are several entries down there. There's also a study going on through the same area, but go down to the Highway 36, 35W to Edgerton, and please sign up for the project email updates. That's going to be a great way to get the information. As soon as I know it, I'll be sharing it.
Awesome. And now, what can everyone expect when it's all said and done? You know, we're going to go through this period in early June, and then all of this project. When do you expect it to be done, Kent? And then what, you know, the natural outcomes? You had referenced the safety issue with some of the ramps and some of these guardrails, et cetera. So safety obviously was one of these, getting ADA compliant. But what is the timeline? And then finally, what are some of the best outcomes and benefits that you're looking at when the project's done?
We're looking at June 10th all the way out to mid or late September. Hopefully we'll get done sooner rather than later. As you mentioned, we're going to be improving safety out there. It's also going to provide a smoother road surface, better accessibility for people getting in and out of the businesses and the residential areas. Hopefully we'll be reducing congestion too. We'll have traffic flowing much smoother, always extending the pavement life. And then some of the additional things are new signs, brighter signs to guide people through the area. And then we're going to improve drainage out there. We've had some issues in the past with drainage, and we're going to hopefully kind of take care of those and nip them in the bud now so we don't have problems with water.
It sounds good, Ken. Hey, we have about 30 seconds left in your segment here at Chamber Check-In. Share with us your last thoughts that you would like to tell everyone about what's happening this summer.
Well, there is going to be some disruption, obviously, but take every step you can. Sign up for our email updates, as I've said. Go to our website. We'll be updating that as we're moving through. With the weekend closures, I want to make sure people are aware of what's happening. And once again, that's www.mndot.gov. And down in the lower right corner is where there are links to sign up for Facebook, X, and for our email updates. So please visit us on the website too. And the meeting on
Absolutely.
the 28th of May, 3 to 6 p.m. at the Roseville Public Library.
Right, and I'll see you there next time, Kent. And Kent Barnard from MnDOT, thanks so much for updating us on what's expected to happen this summer in Roseville with Highway 36. Also, with thanks to Edrick Lopez from Signarama. If you have signage needs or you need a solution, he's a great source here locally to find. And also, we heard from Tower Days. And Kay, thanks so much for sharing the story about Tower Days and for encouraging folks to check that festival out. There's a lot of neat things going on, everyone. Everyone's got festivals, but Tower Days is a special one. And now, the vision of the Twin Cities North Chamber of Commerce is to promote business, develop leaders, and connect communities. And we're so glad you connected with us today. A shout out to 9 North that produces Chamber Check-In. We appreciate their partnership. And for all things chamber related, go to twincitiesnorth.org. That's twincitiesnorth.org. And there you'll find all sorts of ways to connect with local businesses and events like the guests we had on Chamber Check-In today. Everyone, have a wonderful Mother's Day weekend.